for joining us today. We're here today to give you an overview of Atlassian's vision for DevOps and a briefing on the features that we recently introduced as part of our DevOps launch on December 3rd. I'll start by taking you through a refresher of Atlassian's background and our approach to DevOps. Then we'll move on to the features we've recently launched, as well as taking a look at what our roadmap looks like over the next few months. At Atlassian, our mission has always been to unleash the potential of every team, not just software teams. We are fortunate to count over 80% of the Fortune 500 as our customers, showing that we have a very strong track record in meeting and knowing what enterprise needs are. We help over 182,000 companies in almost 200 countries power agile, DevOps, and ITSM transformations. And the one thing that these 182,000 companies across any sector or part of the world have in common? Well, the only constant is change. There are new competitors entering the market nearly every day, new technologies constantly being introduced, new regulations, and more. Given the fast-paced nature of today's business and the disruptions, there's a fundamental question we hear from all our customers. How do we harness the power of digital transformation and enable new ways of working to stay competitive? Today's market demands a higher level of cross-team collaboration and movement in order to successfully compete. Dev and IT need to work closely together to ship delightful customer experiences. IT and Dev need to partner closely together more than ever to speed ideas to value, keeping pace with change, and deliver always-on services faster, while still maintaining that fine balance between agility and risk. That's why we're so excited about our recent launch of Jira Service Management, which brings IT operations into the same platform to break down silos and encourage DevOps practices. Jira Service Management is highly customizable, giving teams the flexibility to mold the tool to their current needs and adapt as times change. In today's market, marketing and support teams may also need to prepare for weekly launches as product changes roll out faster. Finance and sales teams may need to work closely to adapt to new pricing and packaging models. And above all, executive teams need to make sure that shifting priorities get reflected in the work that gets done. At Atlassian, we see it as our mission to help teams experience DevOps benefits without the growing pains. We're on a journey to connect not just dev, but IT ops and business teams in ways that no other vendor can. That's because we're not doing this alone. We believe in an open approach. No single vendor will ever deliver all the tools and solutions necessary for developers, DevOps, or ITSM teams. The market simply moves too quickly. With Jira as the backbone to your modern software development toolchain, developers can plug in the tools they want, while management and product can have the visibility and reporting they need. Every piece of work across both Atlassian and third-party tools, whether it's an idea, a commit, a branch, or a bug fix, is linked to a Jira ticket, and it ladders up into top-level visibility and insights. Whether you're a business analyst working in Google Sheets, a designer in Figma, a developer in VS Code, or an engineering manager in GitLab, our mission is to empower you to work in any tool without the overhead of manual coordination. Partners like Slack, Adobe, and InVision will help teams to plan, track, and collaborate on their work. For DevOps practices, partners from AWS to Zephyr, Datadog, and Sentry help teams release, monitor, and improve their code. And for IT Ops and ITSM teams, partners like Tidelift, Sneak, Mabel, and Device42 make sure that problems are few, changes are smooth, and incidents are resolved. We're keeping everyone focused in the tools of their choice as Jira connects dev, IT Ops, and business teams with automation flowing through our first and over 4,200 third-party tools from our Atlassian marketplace. And over 1,400 of those are part of our DevOps marketplace. And if there's a tool that our users are interested in connecting, but they don't see in that marketplace, they can also use Atlassian Connect to access our open REST APIs. And all of these solutions, both first and third party, are underpinned by our data platform and core infrastructure that enables us to move much faster and deliver enterprise capabilities across the board, like compliance, admin controls, user management, and more. Over the last 17 years, we have been hyper-focused on transforming the way software teams work and created the playbook for how agile development should be done. Now we're helping all the teams in an organization to transform with the solutions and the accompanying team practices to make it happen. With Atlassian, you can connect dev and IT to accelerate change approvals and resolve incidents in ways no other vendor can. And we don't stop at the team level. We also connect the C-suite and the strategy to the work being done with Jira Align. Now executives have visibility into the work, decisions, and trade-offs that deliver the strategy across Trello and Jira. Our Agile and DevOps solution helps software teams ship better software products faster, from concept to code to customers. Our ITSM and IT Ops solution helps dev and IT build, change, and resolve incidents faster. And our work management solution helps non-technical teams adopt agile ways of working so that all teams in your organization can go through their own digital transformation and ultimately deliver innovation faster. And at the very foundation of all of these products is our common data platform. We're building a common data platform with a unified data model in which Atlassian handles the complexity of understanding data across a multi-tool world, giving you elevated control and visibility in a once fragmented toolchain. This means that we can bring together information across all the tools your org is using, not just Atlassian tools. The unified model breaks down the common silos across teams, solving for common pain points in consolidating data across tools, building automated processes, and reporting. It's also highly extensible. So if you're looking to customize our products or your experience even more, you can do that with Forge. Forge is our app development platform with hosted infrastructure, compute, and storage, which allows you to build secure custom solutions in a matter of minutes. We've also applied machine learning across massive data sets in our cloud platform to improve the way our products work. On the Atlassian platform, we've recently introduced Atlassian Smart, a machine learning layer to help enable a more powerful and seamless collaboration experience on our cloud products. Smarts is the application of data-driven algorithms and machine learning techniques that help teams accomplish their tasks speed up collaboration, and alleviate repetitive work so that teams can focus on their core mission. In the coming year, we'll be continuing to invest heavily in building platform capabilities that bring IT and development teams together and unify work. Now, to dig one level deeper, Atlassian DevOps allows you to start with the tools you're already using and choose from best-of-breed Atlassian tools such as Bitbucket, Jira Software, OpsGenie, and StatusPage, and extend out through our DevOps marketplace, one of the largest marketplaces with partners such as Slack, AWS, and Datadog, and unlock true collaboration across the entire DevOps lifecycle, from planning to coding to incident management. And stay in the flow of your work through automated workflows that eliminate tedious project updates, secure your code, simplify incident management, and more. With Atlassian, you'll get faster time to market by accelerating your workflow through pre-built connection points that are ready to be hooked up to both Atlassian and third-party tools. You'll get increased visibility with Jira as the backbone and source of truth for the DevOps project. You unlock the extensibility of a diverse toolchain with the ease of use of an all-in-one. You'll get developer choice over executive mandate. We empower software teams to design the way they want to work with unmatched flexibility powered by automation, workflows, and Forge. You'll also get autonomy and coordination. With Atlassian, teams choose the tools they work best in. They leverage their existing investments. Developers will always seek to use the tools that create value and advantage for them. And no one company will own all those tools because the space simply moves too fast. Our open approach makes autonomy and coordination possible and sensible. Last but not least, Atlassian DevOps enables you to automate tedious tasks. Those are the tasks that pull you and your staff away from creating customer value. And the automation will also ensure that your system of record is always kept up to date. With automation in Jira, it takes just 30 seconds to turn hundreds of hours of the most tedious and repetitive work into an automated workflow. We know that DevOps is a ubiquitous practice. Most teams have adopted it, and our 2020 DevOps Trend Survey says that 90% see a positive impact from adopting DevOps practices. Yet, making sense of data is still really hard for these DevOps teams. But making sense of data is fundamental to understanding whether your DevOps practices are moving the bottom line and whether they're actually helping your teams ship faster or deliver better code. That's why so many teams spend hours exporting data from dozens of tools or sitting in back-to-back meetings just to get insights from this data. Why is measuring development performance such a daunting task? It feels like every company has data, but few have insights. To be clear, data is a raw set of information or number, but insights are being able to take that level data and distill the data set into the most relevant and meaningful points to inform your business actions, understand which parts of your development flow need improving, and really help improve your processes. In that same DevOps Trend Survey, about half of all modern software teams acknowledge that they were still unsure how to measure and improve their organization's processes. That's why we're announcing 4 new features in Jira Software Cloud that will allow developers and their teams to visualize and measure progress from idea through to production across Atlassian third-party tools right alongside your Jira software experience. I'm happy to announce code in Jira, deployments in Jira, deployment frequency, and cycle time metrics. With code in Jira and deployment in Jira, we have deepened our integrations with the most popular Git and CI/CD providers to bring the most important developments right into Jira. With deployment frequency and cycle time, we use the data already flowing into Jira to create insights that measure progress from idea through to production without the manual coordination that's typically required from pulling insights from disparate tools. Through our unified data model, we handle the complexity of understanding data across a multi-tool world, giving you elevated control and visibility into a once fragmented tool chain. Let's hop right in to take a look at each of these features. With code in Jira, developers can stay focused on their code and almost never be disrupted by pings or meetings asking about which team is working on which code base and where are the repos. With code in Jira, anyone on the team can simply open the code in Jira view and see the most recently active repos across Bitbucket, GitHub, GitLab, and the Git integration for Jira. We're surfacing Git code information right inside the Jira experience. When you include an issue key in your commit, branches, or a PR summary, we will automatically pass out the repo in which that activity occurred and display it inside code in Jira. Everyone on the team can see all the repos they work across. Anyone in the organization can see the code the team touches, all in one place. Furthermore, the list of repositories is ordered by what was updated most recently, so everyone can get a sense for what the team is working on right now. Whilst we've started with repos, we intend to augment this code in Jira experience with other relevant information to help teams make faster, better decisions, such as the number of open feature branches, or allow them to create new repos, view or open comments on PRs, view the build status, and much more. Now let's take a look at deployments in Jira. A real-time view of customer value is something that sometimes only operations or a few blessed developers have access to. And access to that kind of information can really slow down decision-making, lead to more overhead, more meetings, and potentially even to duplication of work. Deployments in Jira surfaces all the information, allowing you to self-serve and easily see what value was delivered to customers and when across any CI/CD provider. From Bitbucket pipelines to leading third-party vendors such as Jenkins, Azure DevOps, Circle CI, and Octopus Deploy. So whether you're a product manager looking to see which features have deployed to which environment, or a team lead looking to understand the average time it takes your team to go from idea to production, all you have to do is visit the Deployments in Jira tab. To turn on deployments in Jira, you simply include your issue key in your commits as part of your normal development process, and your deployments will automatically be updated in this view. For teams operating with scale in mind, we've also added advanced end-to-end data reporting to our Jira Software Premium offering. From speaking with customers, we found that 74% of teams most commonly measure success through deployment frequency. Rolling out to premium customers over the next few weeks, Deployment frequency surfaces deployment trends to help teams understand how often they're shipping value and how that is trending over time. It allows you to easily identify outliers in your deployment process, assess how well your team is managing batch sizes, and look for opportunities to reduce risk and reduce the time to deploy. We've also added cycle time to the deployments view in Jira for premium customers, and this will allow the surfacing of your current cycle time and your historical trends to help teams understand how long it takes them to ship value and how this is changing over time. Jira is the only tool that tracks down to the granular view of each part of the development workflow, since every piece of work across all Atlassian and third-party tools is tied back to that Jira issue. Within the cycle time calculation, you can see which segments are taking longer, which parts of your process are taking longer than expected, and identify bottlenecks or where your problems most commonly occur. Cycle time is rolling out to customers over the next few weeks. That's it for the features in our most recent launch. As we close out 2020 and look back, we've shipped a lot of new work over this past year to help teams build fast, change fast, and respond to customer feedback fast. At the heart of our DevOps strategy is openness. We want to equip teams to be able to adapt quickly to maintain their competitive advantage, innovate to exceed customer expectations, and build for the future. All of that comes from having an open tool chain and visibility across all your teams and all their tools. Looking back, here are some key highlights from the past year. For developers, we've helped them focus more on code and less on updating Jira with your work dashboard, live statuses, and automation in Jira. For incident response teams, we've made it faster and easier to resolve incidents because of the unique way we connect what happens in code to the SRE team. And for all teams who work in software delivery, whether it's dev, ops, SRE, PM, or otherwise, we are delivering metrics and insights to help you improve your software delivery pipeline, regardless of the tools you choose to use. Cycle time and deployment frequency in Jira are just the first two examples of what's to come. In the coming year, we'll be rolling out the following: help bring faster time to value, increase visibility, and greater connection between dev and ops teams. First of all, we'll have the general access for our DevOps solution. Our DevOps solution is built around Jira Software and includes Confluence, Bitbucket, and Opsgenie, and extends to our partners like Slack and AWS to cover the entire DevOps lifecycle, from plan to collaborate to deliver. We want to meet you on your journey so that you can switch out your tools to the ones that you already use. We're also bringing bring your own runners and a Windows build experience to Bitbucket. And last but not least, operational metrics such as mean time to recover, failure rate, and ops time will all be coming to Jira Software. Finally, as we look at all that has happened this year, we're reminded once again that the only constant we know is change. Rapidly changing customer demands, regulations, and technology are pushing businesses to adapt faster and more frequently than ever before. When you add in a huge event like our current COVID-19 pandemic, the velocity of change goes from brisk to breakneck and sometimes feels as if it's happening overnight. Agile transformations have helped many businesses adopt more flexible processes in order to keep up. Companies like Infobip are great role models for this type of enterprise agility, and they have billion-dollar-plus unicorn valuations to prove it. By adopting more modern DevOps and ITSM practices, InfoBip has standardized like an enterprise while maintaining the speed of a startup. Since centralizing on Jira for product development, incident management, and change management, the team has steadily increased their deployment velocity while decreasing their resolution times from days to minutes. Now, InfoBip has the infrastructure they need to sustain their aggressive growth and provide the infrastructure their customers need better and faster than before. As Damir Pruzak from InfoBip says, Atlassian helps in the process of bringing everyone and everything together to integrate all teams and services while remaining compliant. We're looking forward to continue deepening integrations across our DevOps toolset to make Jira the backbone and ultimate source of truth for modern software development, and ultimately to bring dev, IT ops, and business teams closer together than ever before. And with that, we've come to an end. Thank you.